let's do a quick tag I saw Katie over on Paperbacks and Ponytails do. I thought this would be a lot of fun, so let's get into it. Hey Dragonlings, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Skye. I'm a fantasy author who typically writes paranormal romance under the name SD Hegyes, and today I thought it would be a lot of fun to do the book name tag. I saw Katie over on Paperbacks and Ponytails do this tag, and I was like, oh, this would be a lot of fun, and I haven't done it yet, so let's do it. The idea of this tag is that you find books that each start with the one letter of your name. Since my name is Skye, S-K-Y-E, I have 4 books I'm going to talk about today. 3 of them I have physically, 1 of them I only have the ebook, so I will show the image of that one on the screen when we get to that one. But I just want to talk about these 4 books real quick. I'm going to do a real quick overview and tell you my thoughts about them as well. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first book obviously has to begin with the letter S, and I have chosen to talk about The Spell Shop. The Spell Shop is by Sarah Beth Durst. This is a cozy fantasy book that came out, I want to say a couple years ago now. In fact, the sequel just recently came out. I highly recommend this book. I love it to death. If you are a fan of cozy fantasy with a romantic subplot that is really slow burn, I highly recommend this one. This is about a young woman who works at this library. However, she finds herself, at the very beginning of the book, she finds herself caught up in a rebellion and her library is set on fire. And as she's trying to escape with her sentient spider plant, I love the spider plant. It's my favorite character, I'm not gonna lie. But as she is trying to escape, she takes with her some of the books, which is very illegal. And as she's escaping this fire and the rebellion, she kind of has like second thoughts where she's like, oh shit, if I get caught with these books, I'm fucked, kind of thing. And she goes to her hometown island, where she used to live before she and her family moved to the city before her parents died, and she used to live there, and so she's getting used to the island, and she's getting used to the people there who are overly friendly, and she's trying to find her place there while hiding the fact that she has these books where if the rebellion fails and she gets caught with these books, she will be in a lot of trouble. But the island itself is also dealing with some troubles that she may or may not be able to help with the aid of said books. So it's a really cute story. I absolutely loved it. I highly recommend it. And this is my choice for S. Next, I have a middle grade fantasy, and that is KIKI'S Delivery Service. This is by, I am going to butcher this name. I apologize. I am so sorry. I think it's Ieko Kadono. Again, I probably butchered that. KIKI'S Delivery Service is about this young witch who goes out on her own. It's kind of a coming of age story where she goes out on her own with her cat familiar, and she learns how to be, she already knows how to be a witch, but she learns how to be a witch in society and she get a job, and she opens up this delivery service where she takes packages back and forth across town. It's a really cute, really quick read. I absolutely adore this and I highly recommend it. So that is my pick for K. The third letter in my name is Y, and the book I am picking for this one, it was actually a little hard to choose because I only know so many Y books, but the book I chose this time is called Year of the Black Pony. This is by Walt Morey. This is a coming of age middle grade story about a young boy who's dealing with the fact that his abusive father has passed away, and the man that was in part at fault, not fully at fault, his mom makes a deal with that man because it's at the time when women with a family can't really survive on their own. So she makes a deal with that man to marry him, and he becomes his stepdad. So he's dealing with the grief of losing his dad, who wasn't a very good person to begin with. He's dealing with the fact that he's got this new father figure in his life who in part caused the death of his father. And he's also dealing with just growing up and learning how to be a man himself. And all of this revolves around the fact that there's this wild black pony that he really wants, and his new father figure gets it for him, and he learns how to train this pony and work with this pony. And there's a lot of life lessons in this book as well. It is another kind of like KIKI'S Delivery Service. It's a very quick read, middle grade. It's a lot of fun and I really enjoy it. So that is my pick for Y. For the last letter in my name, E, I have chosen the book ERAGON by Christopher Paolini. I read this one as like a teenager and I absolutely adored it. I'm actually about to do a reread of the series since I now have all 5 books because Murtagh came out in paperback and I got it recently. So now that I have all 5 books, I am about to do a marathon of all 5. I absolutely adored this one. For those who don't know, ERAGON is about a young farmer boy who comes across a dragon's egg in a time when dragons are, I don't want to necessarily say illegal, but illegal. And he raises this dragon in secret, Saphira, and becomes part of a rebellion to take down the evil king, who also has a dragon. So it is a fun fantasy young adult read, and I absolutely adore it, and I cannot wait to get back into reading this series again. So there you have it. It is a short video today, but I just thought it would be a lot of fun and a little bit of a quick breather compared to some of my other videos that I do that are always extremely long, even when I mean for them to be short. I think it would be a lot of fun to do this again, maybe in another 10-ish years, but with my own titles, like choosing books that I have written with the letters of my own name. I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't have anything published yet in order to make this a reality, but I don't have enough works at the moment to make this a reality, but maybe in 10 years I could come back and do this again and use my own works as examples. But anyways, that is all I have for you guys today. If you made it this far in the video, please share your favorite nature related emoji, because of the fact that my name is Skye and a lot of people spell it wrong as in sky. So feel free to tag me to put your favorite nature related emoji in the comment section showing me that you made it to the end of this video. And as far as like who I am going to tag to do this video, if they haven't done it yet, and I don't think they had as far as like when I'm filming this, I'm going to tag Stephanie and JC to do this tag. I think it would be a lot of fun, and I will also tag Dark to do this tag. So if you've already done this tag, feel free to ignore the fact that I'm tagging you, or if you don't like doing tags, feel free to ignore it. And if you have not done this tag yourself but would like to do it, feel free to tag me when you do it so that I can see your responses and see what books you recommend based on your name. And if you would like to be tagged in future videos, feel free to let me know so I can go ahead and try tagging you in the future on any videos that I see that you haven't done. Anyways, that is all I have for you guys today, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, Dragonlings.